we've been tricked in society into believing that everybody can do it if they just put their back into it. You know, come on, just work hard and you can do it. What we don't think about is how many tools and leg ups we give people along the way. So for instance, if a child is given access to a good education and if a child isn't, that's already a tool that we've given them. So you can say to both kids when they finish school, now do your own thing. But what school did they get to finish? What lessons have they learned in life? If you come from a family that's rich, there's a good chance you're going to know how to use money. You're going to understand money. You're going to have access to a world of money that maybe somebody else who's not from that world doesn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not, begrudging you because you come from that. I just think we shouldn't now make it seem like everyone has just equal footing to just do. What I learned in life is we think of giving people the opportunity to do things, but we don't think of giving them the tools in order for them to fully maximize those opportunities. And that's really where success comes from. Creating a world where people can actually utilize a tool that they've been given to access an opportunity. And so you see it in the smallest ways and in the biggest ways. People who have access to a loan have a better chance of starting a business. People who have access to a loan that has a favorable interest rate have an even better chance of having a successful business. And those are some of the things that I think people don't seem to realize when they say, oh, I started from nothing. Yes, but what was your nothing that you started from?
Yeah, it's basically the difference between like equality and equity, right? How can we have these conversations about equity when, especially in the US, people are basically refusing to acknowledge that it exists?
I think the hardest thing in getting over that obstacle is understanding the pride attached to the idea of the individualistic win in America. It's very much what America's founded on. This one man did it. And that's how America even tells its history stories, That's what happened here. Is like George Washington did this. He was on that boat. You saw him. It's like, who was rowing the boat? Yeah, that doesn't matter. He was on that boat. He was crossing that river. Abraham Lincoln freed them. Well, who did he develop the thoughts and ideas with? That's not the point. He freed them. And a lot of the time, that's the notion. Because America, and I understand why, America is a country that had to create these stories and narratives around heroes, which is a wonderful story to tell because it inspires a nation to become better than it is, What I think you then lose, though, unfortunately, is the story behind the story. We have to start acknowledging the fact that we are all dominoes affecting each other. Yes, you can say that you are self-made, but really you are always going to be society-made, you're always going to be community-made. And so then you understand that you are only going to be as strong as your society or your community is.